So, what causes force? Cause of force.
Energy.
No. Energy and force have nothing to do with this. Okay.
Another thing.
So, what is the cause of force? That is okay. I will take care. What is the cause of a force?
Energy.
No.
Oh.
So, for force to act on some other body, at least what should be there?
There should
At least two objects should be there.
two or more objects should interact with each other.
Yeah, and there should be interaction. At least two objects, first condition. Second is interaction.
With physical contact means contact force.
Yeah, with so interaction should be there. It can be with or without contact. Okay, at least two objects should be there. Yeah. Then there should be interaction. Okay, at least two objects must interact so that force will be existent. Okay, so magnitude of the force has a magnitude. Okay, force has a magnitude and a direction. So it is always called a vector quantity. Okay. Then whenever two objects interact, each object experiences a force from other which is mutually in opposite direction.
Yeah.
Okay. So when the forces are applied to an object from the same direction, this side a person is pushing and another boy is pulling the object in the same direction, then how will be the net force? So the net force will be the sum of F1 and F2. Okay, F1 plus F2 will be the net force or the resultant force. What is the resultant force? Resultant force is F1 by F2, which is equal to net force. How do you call this net force as? It is a single force which is as same as the effect caused by all the forces acting on the object altogether. Okay, so that is called the net force. Suppose if the two forces are acting in opposite direction, F1 is pushing this side and F2 is pushing this side, maybe this is 20 and this is 10 Newton, then how do you call the net force? Net force will be the difference between the two forces, because it is a vector quantity, it has direction. So according to the direction of the force, if right side if it is moving, then it is 10 Newton and this will be minus 20 Newton. So it will be minus 10 Newton. That means the object will move in this direction. Okay. So if two forces are acting in opposite direction on the object, the net force will be the difference between the two forces. Okay, in which direction? If say for example this force is acting on the right side, it is pushing right side, this is left side.
Net force is equal to F1 plus F2 only. Why here in this case F1 minus F2 means this direction, so it will be negative.
Yeah, negative.
Minus
now what will be the net force and in which direction?
Minus 10 Newton in left side.
Left direction. Okay. So I am taking this one as right. Okay. No, object or right and everything. Sure. That also is correct only. If you put this one as left and this one as right, the object will move in the left direction. Okay. That is okay? Okay. Then in your textbook what is given is what are the different types of forces is they are categorizing it based on contact and non-contact. Where there is physical contact, we have already understood that force will occur only when there is interaction between two objects. So the two different types of forces that we are going to talk about is contact force and non-contact force. What is contact force?
Contact force means the force in which the force comes to action when two bodies has physical contact between them.
Yeah, they have physical contact between them, then it is called contact force. Okay, so only when there is physical contact between the objects means there are two types of forces. One is the
friction.
Yeah, muscular force
and frictional
force.
In non-contact, there is 3 1.
Okay, first we will see muscular force. What is muscular force?
Muscular force means the force in which our body muscles includes.
Okay, the force acting due to the action of muscles.
Action of muscles. Sorry.
Due to the action of muscles. Okay. It is known as the action of muscles in our body is known as muscular force. But now you have another thing. Muscular force is a contact force. There should be contact between the object and your muscles. Maybe you are pushing it with your hands, with your leg or whatever. Okay, so muscular force, what activity is done during muscular force is muscles, no, there are muscle cells, right? Muscles will contract
And relax.
or elongate or relax. Okay, elongation and contraction of muscles will be occurring during this activity. Okay, so who can do muscular force?
Living things.
Only living beings, animals, birds, fishes, insects, even the movement of earthworm can be told as an activity of muscular force. Okay,
Because it is moving the
against the force, against the floor, some friction it will have and it will keep moving.
It
Okay,
will pushes the soil to dig inside.
dig inside, that is also muscular force. Okay, then we are moving to frictional force. Frictional force is also a contact force. Okay, so muscular force la enna eludano, it is due to the action of the muscles in our body. Then the muscles will contract or elongate while doing the activity. It is done only by living organisms. Living organisms ala mattume pannakudiya force na adu muscular force. They may ask you like that also. So what is frictional force?
Frictional force means the force.
Frictional force. Okay, now the next one contact force is frictional force. When does frictional force occur? Only when a body tends to move on actually move agala static friction.
Static friction.
Okay ma, actually moves.
Dynamic friction.
Okay, actually moves.
If it has wheels means it
Okay.
comes inside rolling friction.
Okay, wheels, ball, adella rolling friction kuda solla. It is a force. Okay, it is a force which comes to play when one body tends to move or actually moves. இதுல என்ன இருக்கணும், ஒரு கான்டாக்ட் சர்ஃபேஸ் வேணும், ஓவர் சர்ஃபேஸ். இந்த 3 பாயிண்ட் ரொம்ப முக்கியம். டென்ஸ் டு மூவ், இட் கம்ஸ் டு ப்ளே when a body tends to move or actually moves. அடுத்தது என்ன சொல்லணும், ஓவர் த சர்ஃபேஸ், ஓவர் அ சர்ஃபேஸ். அப்போ சர்ஃபேஸ்க்கு அதுக்கு ஒரு கான்டாக்ட் இருக்கணும், அப்போ மட்டும்தான் அது ஃப்ரிக்ஷனல் ஃபோர்ஸ் இருக்கும். அதனால தான் இந்த கான்டாக்ட் ஃபோர்ஸில் டிவைட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஓகேவா, தேர் ஷுட் பி அ சர்ஃபேஸ் ஆஃப் கான்டாக்ட். ஓகே, த டைரக்ஷன் ஆஃப் த ஃப்ரிக்ஷன் ஹவு இட் வில் பி, வெக்டார் குவான்டிட்டின்னு படிச்சுட்டோம். அப்போ டைரக்ஷன் ஆஃப் ஃபோர்ஸ் ரொம்ப முக்கியம். மஸ்குலர் ஃபோர்ஸ்க்கு பார்த்துட்டோம். ஃப்ரிக்ஷனல் ஃபோர்ஸ்க்கு எப்படி இருக்கும் டைரக்ஷன்? ஆப்போசிட். ஸோ இது எல்லாமே அப்போசஸ். ஸோ டைரக்ஷன் வந்து அப்போசஸாக இருக்கும், அப்போசிட்டாக இருக்கும். ஆல்வேஸ் ஆப்போசிட் டைரக்ஷன் ஆஃப் ரிலேட்டிவ் மோஷன் ஆஃப் த ஆப்ஜெக்ட். மூமெண்ட் ஆஃப் த ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டுக்கு அப்போசிங் ஃபோர்ஸாக இருக்கும். அப்போ இது எல்லா பாயிண்டையும் சேர்த்து சொல்லிடலாமா? ஃப்ரிக்ஷனல் ஃபோர்ஸுக்கு tends to move, actually moves, contact between the two surfaces and opposes. Direction will oppose. So frictional force is that opposing force, or frictional force is a force that opposes the motion of the object when the object is in contact with another object or surface. ரெண்டு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் ஒன்றுக்கு மேலே ஒன்று இருந்தாலும் அது ரெண்டுக்கும் நடுவில், இப்போ இந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட் நான் தள்ளுறேன்னா இது ரெண்டுக்கும் நடுவில் ஒரு ஃபோர்ஸ் இருக்கும். அந்த ஃபோர்ஸ் பேர் ஃப்ரிக்ஷனல் ஃபோர்ஸ். ஓகேவா? ஸோ அது ஒரு சர்ஃபேஸ்க்கு கான்டாக்டில் இருந்தாலும் இங்கே ஃப்ரிக்ஷனல் ஃபோர்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஸோ இட் இஸ் அன் அப்போசிங் ஃபோர்ஸ். திஸ் அப்போசிங் ஃபோர்ஸ் opposes the, see, the frictional force is a force that opposes the motion of the object. இதில் கான்டாக்ட் இருக்கணும், ஏன்னா கான்டாக்ட் ஃபோர்ஸ் தானே இது. ஸோ when the object is in contact with another object or surface. Clear?